When preparing for games, footballers want everything to be perfect. Their diet, their sleep, their preparation, everything, they want it to be perfect and under their own control. And this is great. Players should want to prepare well for games, because by doing this, you're giving yourself the best chances of having a good game, of performing well, which of course we all want as footballers. And this is exactly what I used to do. But I was missing one huge part of the puzzle. Let's talk about that. So as I said, footballers want everything to be perfect. They want everything under their own control and be how they want it or like it to be. Some players, like me in the past, have really strict pre-game routines. Some players even get dressed and put on their socks in a certain way and order because they think this has an impact on their performances. I used to be exactly the same. I was so strict on match days with my preparation, my routine, my sleep, my diet, water, everything. I was so strict on myself. I'd wake up at a certain time, eat certain foods at a certain time, go on a walk for a certain amount of steps, drink this amount of water, eat that amount of food. I would go for a hot shower before the game, and all day I wouldn't focus on anything except for the game. And I'm not saying this is wrong. Some players prepare this way and it works for them. But I was missing out on one huge part that would prepare me better for my matches. I was completely forgetting about my mind, my mentality, my mindset, whatever you want to call it. After going through my crazy routine, doing all these different things, I was so nervous. I could barely eat. I was going to the toilet every 5 minutes, sometimes even felt sick, and I couldn't think of anything else other than the game. And this all obviously had a negative impact on my performance. So I realised something had to change, which is exactly what I did when I realised what the actual problem was. Now I'm a little bit older and I've been playing senior football for about 10 years, which has been crazy to think about. I realised what I was doing wrong and I made the changes that were so badly needed, which would then allow me to play at my highest level. Number one was I was going through this crazy routine, trying to get myself in the best condition for my matches, but I wasn't doing anything for my mindset or my mentality. So this was number one. I had to get my mindset in the right zone or in the right way, which would allow me to play well. One of the first changes that I made was I just needed to relax. I needed to chill out, relax, and not worry too much. It's only a football match. I'm not going to war, or I'm not going to do some impossible exam at school. I'm simply going to kick a ball around a field for 90 minutes with my friends. And that's the honest truth. There's no more to it. The sooner you realise that it's just a game, and it's a game you started playing in the first place because you love it and you enjoy it. When you realise this, it becomes so much more easier and more simple to enjoy. The next thing I did was I changed the way I prepare. On match days, I didn't allow myself to think about anything else other than the game. I soon realised that there's much more to life than just football, even on match days. It's okay to think about or focus on other things in your preparation for your match. Now obviously I'm not saying you should go out partying or do anything physical or crazy, obviously. However, it's okay to distract yourself in them hours coming up before your game. I would distract myself with J&M, go out for a coffee, maybe watch some Netflix, anything really that would just take my mind off the game and would take my mind off being nervous. Then coming on to nerves, I asked myself, why am I even this nervous? It's just a game, it's just football. I soon realised I was afraid of making mistakes and letting down my team. But now I'm more experienced, I don't even think about this. If you think about the players at the top of the game, at the very top in the elite leagues, these players make mistakes every single game. So why can't I make a mistake? Why can't I mess up from time to time? Mistakes are part of football, they're 100% normal and they're pretty impossible to avoid doing. And any mistakes I make this week, they will help me improve and become a better footballer next week. And when I realised this really helped with my mindset and me just relaxing and not even think about making any mistakes. And also when I realised this, I became such a better footballer. Not because I just magically gained some talent or ability, no. It was purely because of the fact that I was completely relaxed and chilled. And I was 100% confident and I believed fully in my own ability and skills, which then obviously allowed me to play relaxed and play to my highest ability. I've been training football since I was 3 years old, so playing matches is nothing new to me. They've been a huge part of my life. So instead of me being scared of them like I was in the past, now I look forward to them. I can't wait to play in games and matches. I go through my week now thinking about my game, how I'm going to play, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try and focus on, how I'm going to help my team. Now when I think of matches or games, I think of having fun, I think of working hard, running around and helping my team, instead of my old negative thoughts, which were, what happens if I make a mistake? What happens if we lose? What happens if we mess up? Now, if you can do this, if you can change your mentality and you can realize the things that really do work for you, instead of seeing the things that you've seen on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, that are supposed to work for everyone. If you really dial down on the things that work for you and your game, whilst also working on the mental side of the game, your performances will massively improve and you will become such a better and more complete footballer. So my final message regarding this video to you footballers is, you can have the most perfect pre-game routine ever. If your mind isn't ready, if you don't have the right mentality, you will not succeed.